Run, ball, run! That was pured. Alright, bowlers, welcome back to the Bowling Knightz Garage Shop, and welcome to episode 8 of the Real League Bowlers Experience. Let's talk bowling
and everything
else. We're very lucky. We've got a very special guest in the house today. Our friend Regina Jewell. She's one of our local bowling legends around here. She just got inducted to the Louisville Metro USBC Hall of Fame. What was that, last month?
Yes.
Last month. So she's a Hall of Famer, and she's one of the better bowlers around here, woman or man. So we're very happy that she's here, and very blessed that she's in the house with us today. Regina, you want to tell them a little bit about yourself? Like, how'd you start bowling and, stuff like that? Or
Sure. Well, I started bowling as a kid.
Okay.
I bowled a couple years with my dad in the parent-child leagues.
Yeah, parent-child, yeah. We did that growing up, too.
Yeah, my dad at that time, he kind of forced me into it because he was, because he was a bowler, and I grew up with him in bowling alleys and stuff.
Yeah.
But I didn't really like bowling for real then. I played other sports. Like I played basketball and tennis and softball. So
it was probably the least exciting.
Yeah, and that's how I felt. I said, well, this is boring, But I liked being in the bowling alleys. I just didn't really care
to bowl. Yeah, okay.
So I bowled, I think, 2 years, if even the whole second one. I'm not sure if I even made it through the second one. But after that, that second season or whatnot, I told my dad, I don't like it. I don't want to do it. He said, oh, just forget it. Go on and play other stuff,
Right.
So he left me alone for a while about it. So then when I was 19, my family members were bowling in the church league over at Thelma.
Right, yep, Thelma Lanes.
And I used to be there. Every week I was there.
Yeah.
I just was there with them, but I didn't bowl. And somebody ended up dropping out or quitting or whatever. They said, well, do you want to bowl? I was like, I haven't bowled since I was a kid. So I said, well, I guess I'll pick up a ball on the house ball and get some house shoes. And I said, okay, bowl.
Just jump in there.
Yeah, I said, I'll try,
Jump in there.
Bowl in there, throw like 100 or something. I was like, well, it's pretty good. So,
a little more fun that time.
Yeah, so it was a little different then because I guess I wasn't doing those physical activities anymore like that. And I liked the whole bowling alley scene at that time.
Yep, that's what
and that's kind of what got me back into it. That's where it began.
Hanging
and
out
that
with
was
people.
just being back in there. And at that time the leagues they were so big, there
leagues
were so many
big.
people.
Yeah.
Back then it was
awesome.
it was a lot more
than it is now.
A whole lot more.
A whole lot
that
more.
Church league, there were about 30 teams in the church league.
Yeah.
And there was no money, no jackpots, but people just
having a
wanted
good
to
time,
bowl for
being
fun.
around each other.
Yeah.
So
it was fun.
Get out of the house.
Yeah.
That's good. Regina, we bowled in the double sweeper at Capitol Bowl this week. We did. Y'all end up doing it. You did pretty good.
We did. We did pretty good. We came in third place. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, right.
That's what I'm talking about.
My 53 pins helped a little bit.
There you go. But you're not used to having so many pins.
No.
You had an injury. What? It was last year.
2 years ago.
2 years ago. You're in a car wreck, right? Hey, she was a right-handed bowler for a long time. Yeah. What was your average when you were a right-hander?
My highest one was 228.
228 right-handed, and you got in a car accident, correct? And you jammed your wrist into the steering wheel.
Well, I didn't hit it on anything. It's just that when I got hit from the left side on the expressway, so we were going fairly fast, and it just the force of it.
Oh,
when
really?
it hit me, it literally just broke my wrist.
Just jerked it this way?
Enough to break it in 2 places, tore 2 ligaments, and tore a tendon off the bone.
Wow.
All from holding the steering wheel when I got hit.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You could have been a lot worse.
Definitely could have been a lot worse, yeah. So 2 surgeries
crazy.
later.
2 surgeries later, getting stronger.
It's gotten a lot stronger now. It's just that I don't have too much range of motion.
Right.
Yeah, so hopeful that I'll get back.
So as dedicated as she is, she switched to left-handed.
I did.
I probably couldn't do it. I'd be too frustrated and being average. She started out averaging. What was you averaging? About 112, 120?
I was averaging. I think at the end of the first season, I was 124.
Yeah. And where are you now?
About 160.
160. So she's jumped up 40.
Going from 228 to 112, that would hurt.
That was pretty rough. That was pretty rough.
Yeah, I'd probably be like, man,
I probably couldn't do it. I'd probably try it, but then I would give up.
I respect it, man.
Yeah. You love bowling.
I do. I love it. And that's why I stayed, Initially, I wasn't going to. Mm-hmm. At first I was like, well, I'm just going to sit out this year.
Yeah.
Well, because initially I did not know they didn't know how severe my injuries were. Like, they saw parts of it when I had the first surgery.
Yeah.
But actually it got worse after I had the first surgery.
Oh, okay.
And that's when they were like, well, you're going to have another surgery, in which it's a partial fusion to my wrist. I had bones removed, screws put in. Yeah, so that one was pretty rough. So I'm hopeful now that I know I'm not going to get the range of motion back. Mm-hmm. We've already determined that.
Sure.
But I'm hoping that as long as it's strong enough, that I can get back. I can get back with the right-handed stuff.
Yeah, well, you're coming along left-handed. Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's looking a lot better. It was pretty.
I was impressed when I watched you because I haven't seen you bow in a while. So.
Yeah, I took some videos every Friday. I'm gonna throw a couple up there for you. Even left-handed, it's coming along. You got a nice roll on the ball, and you throw it pretty hard when you first started.
It was really slow. Yeah.
And didn't have much roll on it. And I was like, man, I
it's a process.
So there you go.
It's a tough one. It's not even just physical; it's mental too, though.
Yeah, guaranteed.
The mental thing. It's because at first, initially, I kept thinking about it shouldn't be this hard for you. You know how to bow. You know how to do this. Yeah. But it's like.
Switching
in your head how to do it, but your body can't do it.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
You can't match this with
That's exactly what it is.
So. It's like you talking about your timing, trying to get your timing, your last step together. You know exactly what you need to do.
Yeah. You just can't do it. You just can't do it.
So you're not using your dominant hand.
And it's like I've had people have said, why don't you just bowl the same way you bowl right-handed?
It don't work like that.
Why don't you write the same way you write left-handed? It's the same concept. It's not that easy,
It don't work like that.
If it was,
if it
everybody would do it.
I know.
Everybody would do it.
Yeah, well, that's great. We're so glad that you stuck around and kept bowling because you're like, in the bowling community around here, you're one of the most respected people, and everybody always talks about you. So we're glad you're still around. We know you're going to come along, and hopefully that right wrist will start feeling more.
Yeah, I'm actually considering. I'm thinking about trying to see if I can bowl sometime soon.
Just get out there and test it.
Yeah, because I want to see how, what I'll be able to do and what I won't be able to do, if I have to make drastic changes or if I can just go back to where I was.
Even if you ain't all the way back, you can, get close to it.
You
don't even have to finesse it a little bit.
You can make a few adjustments.
That's what I'm hoping, that it won't be any drastic changes. Right. I don't want to have to just change everything about it, drop down and weight so low that it's pointless.
Yeah.
So I don't think the weight thing is going to be too much of a problem now. Right. I've been working on that part and it's gotten stronger. So
was you throwing 15 or 14
15
before? 14?
15, yeah. I threw 15 for the longest,
Okay. Yeah. Well, when you come back, consider 14, because I throw 14 pounds.
I think I'm going to have to initially.
I haven't noticed any difference. But I got low ball speed. You probably throw it about the same. You think she threw it harder than I did?
When she was right-handed,
she did.
She fired it pretty good.
Pipe it. Yeah. She used to kill. We're going to ask you some questions later about your high series and all that good stuff. We're going to get into that. Hey, let's jump in these new balls, man. Ebonite family of balls introduced or released previewed 3 new balls they got coming out this week. So we're gonna jump on those. Bud, which one of these you want to look at first, man? You want to look at the track?
Go with the heat first.
All right,
that's the lowest price. So.
All right, that'll work. The track, they got a new heat.
I've never been attracted to the heat balls. He's more of the heat. He liked the heat.
The lava heat, the track lava heat. Mm-hmm. It looks good. All them heat balls have been good.
Okay.
Symmetrical ball. It's lower. It's lower RG, lower differential. What's the RG, Bud?
It's 2.50, 15 pounds.
Okay. What's the RG?
And the RG is 0.038, so it's medium hook ball.
All them heat. You ever throw one of them heat balls?
No, I never have.
They're pretty good.
It's got the modified tri-core in it, which I guess the other heats had in it.
That was from the original Triton Heat way back in the day.
I've only had one track ball.
For real? Which ones you have?
Cyborg.
Oh, yeah. Did you like that one?
I did. I actually shot my high series with it.
Dang, there you go. That one's got the That's got the same cover stock on it.
That's
the sidebar. Yep.
Sidebar's pretty strong. I think for that it was the core that made it so
Yeah,
strong. It had a pretty
strong
pretty strong core in it.
I didn't throw none of them sideboards, but a lot of people said they were good.
I know Phil liked it. At Pro Shop.
So we're gonna have to. So when's that one come out? All these come out on July 9th,
July 9th, yeah.
Yeah, all three of these balls, man. It usually don't happen for me, but if I could afford it, I'd buy all three of these balls. I'm pretty excited about all three of these. Yeah. So, all right, bud.
I think the next one's probably my favorite.
You like the next one
Chaos?
All right, Black
Columbia
Chaos.
Columbia 300 Chaos.
Columbia 300 Chaos. Black Chaos.
Yeah. I seen it roll. Who was it? Brandon. What was it? Two-hander. Brandon Flora. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He had one down there, didn't he? What it looked like? Was
it? I got down the lane and just had a nice back end reaction.
I like
it symmetric, so
it rolls more like a pearl, but it's a solid ball.
It's cool looking. I like solid color balls.
Yeah, it's a skid flip ball. It's 2.48 RG on it.
There you go.
And .054 is the differential. So it's
pretty aggressive too. Yeah. So how much is that one going to be? Is that
this one's 130. No, 144.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, mid-price ball. So that's pretty good.
But you had the Chaos back in the day, didn't you?
I had the original Black Chaos. I loved it. It ain't got the same core, the same cover. It's totally different. But
I wasn't really too into Columbia 300. I think I had the Messenger when I first.
Oh yeah, a lot of people.
When I was averaging probably 150 when I had the Messenger.
Hey, them new ones are good for dry lane ball.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard them. Yeah,
I like that. I like that one. And that one's the Chaos has got the same cover stock as the new Savage balls.
Oh, cool.
On that one, so
just probably a little bit weaker core.
Yeah, but so that should be a good one too. July 9th on that one, and the third one. This is the one that Bubby's looking at.
This is gonna be. It's a hybrid, but it looks like it rolls pretty heavy.
I watched a couple reviews on that one. It is kind of a heavier rolling ball.
Like what was the GSB? What was that?
That was on the Choice and the Verdict series.
Yeah, I was thinking of the Verdict when I seen it. Yeah. And it's also 2.48.
2.48.
0.053. So it's close to the specs of the Chaos, but it's got a totally different core and everything in it.
It's got the modified Game Breaker V2 core in it. So if you ain't ever tried a Game Breaker for real, you should. GB2 is really good.
Yeah, that's probably the most successful core they ever had. It was in the V2, the original V2 sanded from way back in the day.
Way back in the day. Well, this is a modified version.
Yeah, it's modified, but
it's still pretty good.
It's going to roll a lot similar to it.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to all those. And that's got the same cover as the Choice and the Verdict. So
and they're all July 9th, so they'll be coming out here shortly.
There you go. We're pretty excited about those. Ebonite's doing some good things lately. Got this old Grey Wolf. This one's probably for your time. The Wolf series. You remember
I think so, because I do not remember that.
These are mid-90s balls. I don't know how old you are. I'm not going to ask a lady how old
I don't care. I'm 37. It doesn't bother me.
37?
I am.
All right, I'm 38, so we right there together.
Yeah.
This is my favorite Ebonite ball of all time right here. If I could get them to release one ball, re-release one ball.
Like all those whole Wolves. They made like 20 of them.
I did a whole episode on Balls of Fame on the YouTube channel about this ball. It's really good. So
yeah, I mean I've heard about it. I just never had one myself.
They're pretty good. So Ebonite's been making good balls for a long time. So what else been going on? You bowling in leagues or this summer?
I bowl leagues. Bowl 2 leagues.
In the summer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bowl Wednesdays at Executive in the big league.
Oh, that's a good league.
It is. It's a big league. Yeah, it's a big league.
Big money.
All the good local bowlers.
Oh yeah,
That's
definitely.
what Dylan was talking about.
A lot of them out there.
It definitely is.
I bowl on Friday morning in Kimbo.
Yeah, that's a fun league.
I love it. It's fun.
I love any league Rose runs.
Yeah, Rose does a great
it's
job.
fun.
She's one of our league secretaries. She's like 86 years old.
She was in the same Hall of Fame class.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame.
Her and Alan.
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome. So,
it was pretty.
I wish I got to go
surreal.
that night. I had to work.
Yeah, it was cool. That's the first time I ever been to one.
Well, me too. I had never been to one before, and I didn't even know
I
how they went, like
what
to do.
Yeah,
I was just kind of like, I had to ask some people that had been. I'm like, have you been?
Did you know that you was gonna have to get up there and talk?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like someone introduced her, and then she got up there and talked for a few minutes, and just talked about your experience bowling. And all that.
Yeah.
It was a pretty cool ceremony. Do other cities do that?
I think some do.
I'm sure they do.
Because I know some people that have been in different Hall of Fame. So
okay.
I know that at least some do anyway.
That's pretty cool.
I know they do on the state level too. So.
Do they? I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
So we got a Kentucky USBC Hall of Fame. I just learned that. That's pretty cool, though, man. So, hey, Bud, why don't you jump into them questions and let's find out.
Well, she pretty much answered the first one.
Oh yeah, how'd you get started bowling?
Yeah.
We always like to ask. We get people out there to know Regina a little better.
Yeah.
So since you already answered the first one, we'll go to who is your favorite pro bowler?
Oh.
Well,
it could be a man or a lady.
Yeah. Anybody.
Well, when I was a kid, me and my dad, we used to always watch bowling on TV.
Oh, yeah.
And then I really used to like Norm Duke when I was a kid.
Dude,
I did. I used to love to watch him bowl, and I used to always like to watch Walter Ray bowl as well.
Walter's
my favorites too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But after I got older, and I used to go back and look at, when I was really working to get better, I would go and I would look at old videos of the women pros that would bowl, and like the ones from the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah.
like Lisa Wagner and Jeannie Nacarado, and just a lot of them back then that were bowling that they don't bowl now.
Right.
And I really loved Jeannie Nacarado. I think her name was Maiden, or it was something else then.
Right.
But she had this really great style, and she had shot like one of the first high 800 series
for ladies.
For women. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like one of and it stood for years before somebody broke it.
Really?
And I really loved her, her style.
What was her name again?
Jeannie Nacarado.
I'm gonna have to check her out. I don't know if I've ever
She still
seen her
bowls
bowl.
now.
Does
she might be in her late 50s, early 60s or whatnot, but she does
She's
bowl
still
now.
bowling? There you go. Shout out to Jeannie.
Yep.
Yeah, she was really
awesome.
good. Yeah.
All right, cool. What else we got, Bud?
Alrighty. Let me get one here. Alright, if you could imitate any bowler style, who would it be and why?
That's really easy for me. Liz Johnson.
Liz
Johnson, I felt like when I was bowling right-handed, I got to a point where I had a pretty similar,
It was close.
Yeah, it was pretty similar. So
it was close.
I felt like if I could get as accurate as she was, and I could have really been amazing.
You
if
had
I
a good
could have got
roll.
there. Yeah.
You pipe it up. When you walked in the building, I was like, man, I'm about to beat her tonight. I know. If I want to win something, I got to.
She's always shooting 800s and 300s.
Yeah. If I walk in there, you always hear her name over the intercom. 300 game Regina. Doubles winner Regina.
All over the sheet. Her name was everywhere.
All over the sheet.
I had to work to get there, though. You know, it was hard. It was a long road.
Hey, how many dollars do you have to pass out on couples?
A lot.
Yeah.
Well, they give them to me, but it was a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people came to you.
I'd have a stack of, like this.
Jerry tell you a couples game. Did you bowl in the retired servicemen's league?
Oh, yeah, for years. I've bowling there for, I think, about 14, 15 years now. It's been a while,
So you still in it now?
I am, yeah.
That's like a big league over at Executive Bowl. You couldn't, you had to get in before you average a certain
like 200.
Well, it was 200 for many years. They recently changed, I want to say last year, they changed it to I think it's 210 if I'm mistaken.
But once you got in, you was
grandfathered
you could stay in,
So if you got better, then you could still
when you were still in there,
Okay.
There's a lot of good bowlers that are in there now. They had to have got in there, when
they
were
were
out of
young.
youth leagues.
Most of them came out of youth.
Yeah, but doubles in that league, how much was that worth sometimes?
Man, there was times where it was the open doubles was $1,000.
Around Christmas time usually.
Yeah. But it was usually even not at Christmas time. It's still usually $800 or $900, and it's 2 games. It's second and third game.
So they had a
each
doubles
game is
and
like
a couples, right?
Yeah.
But you could get in both of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the couples was second and third game too. They both are.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So, well, that's been that way for the past few years.
I could have never bowled in that league. That'd cost me too much money.
Yeah. And now it's even more because they got not for, you all, but or us, but they have a senior one now. Mm-hmm. So in addition to the mixed doubles, the open doubles, there's a senior mixed and a senior open too.
Oh, just for
the
seniors.
The 50s.
That's pretty cool.
50 and up.
I never heard of that. That's pretty awesome.
So you give him a better chance.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah. And you have some of them that are, winning everything. Mm-hmm. They'll come in there and just sweep everything. They'll
walk out there a couple grand.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
That's a good day.
Great day.
Yeah. I like that idea.
Yeah. Senior bowl. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, bud. Throw us something else, man.
Alrighty. What is your favorite ball of all time?
That's a good question. This
that's
was brought
that's
to
an
you
easy
by
one
the
for me too.
Bowling Knightz Balls of Fame. This question's the Bowling Knightz Balls of Fame.
IQ Tour.
IQ
Solid,
Tour.
yes.
Oh, that was
I
good.
loved it. And I have 3 of them, as a matter of fact. I love it.
Did you ever get one drilled for left-handed yet?
I have one I use left-handed.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
That was a good ball. All them IQ Tours look good. That new green one's pretty. You seen the green one yet?
I've seen it, yeah.
He threw a few pitches.
You did throw it?
I got to throw it like 3 or 4 pitches Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta have one. I think that's why he did it. He's on the Storm staff. He's like, here, throw this one a couple times.
I might have to get one of those myself.
That's a nice rolling ball.
Yeah,
that's good.
I love. That's what I shot my last 300 with before I had. 2 months before I had the accident, I shot my last 300 in the city tournament, and I shot it with the IQ.
So they might be releasing the solid coming up since they just released the pearl again.
Yeah, they seem to rotate.
Yeah.
Well, they had the Sun IQ. Which one was that? Was that a solid or a hybrid? I think that was a solid.
But the green one's supposed to replace the gold one they had, which was the pearl.
Everybody loved that.
Did you have one of those?
I did. Everybody.
Did you like it?
I did. Yeah.
There you go.
But anyway, they might be. I don't know if they are, but they might be releasing.
All them IQs are good though.
Yeah.
All the one I've had a lot of them, but the only one that I did not like was the Fusion. When I had that, I did not like that ball. I just didn't. Really? I got rid of it. Yeah, I had it for a while.
I remember a lot of people talking about it.
Yeah, not a whole lot of people threw it that I knew of.
That one was it was the gold and it was
like blue.
It was greenish. Yeah, it was like a greenish blue. Yeah, that's the only one that I didn't like.
All right, bud, hit us up, man.
All right, last one's what's your highest series?
Oh, how about this?
816.
There you go.
816.
Executive.
Executive. Oh my God. Hey,
executive trackside board.
That means 850 everywhere else.
You know you're good.
Right.
That means 850 everywhere else.
Yeah. That was probably the thing I was like the most proud of my bowling, because it's hard to shoot 800s at executive.
I never shot 800 over there before. So.
Well, I didn't think I would.
Yeah.
I had one week I shot like a 780 something or 780 something a couple weeks before I shot the 816.
Yeah.
And then I said, well, maybe I can get there, Right. And I did that, but I did shoot a 300 to shoot the 780 something that I shot.
Mm-hmm. So you shot 300 executive bow too?
Yes.
That's not easy.
I shot that right before. Well, we shot it. I was bowling in the small league then on Thursdays, and when I shot that, it was on the last of the wood lanes. They only had like 6 lanes. Yeah, there was only like 6 lanes left in the wood lanes, and we were bowling on the last ones.
So you probably shot the last 300 ever on the wood lanes.
Well, yeah, on the wood lanes, because they took them up. Yeah, there were only 6 lanes left, and we bowled on 5 and 6. We were right there on the,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's hard to score over there.
Oh,
so you shot you say in the 780, then you shot the 816
when
they
it was
changed
about
lanes?
2 weeks. Yeah,
So
it was about 2 weeks later.
Lanes?
Yes.
Yeah, on the new lane.
I shot on the new lanes. It was about 2 weeks, I think. 2 or 3 weeks after.
Hey, if you're local and you bowed executive bow, you know how hard it is to score
those corners,
over there.
man. It's hard to get the corners out.
Talking about getting corners out, Regina. Look what we got here, bowlers.
Our friend Twister.
Yeah, that little Twister pen.
Hey, we got the bow on these at Capital Bow.
Capital Bow has them.
This Saturday, man. Let's talk about these Twister pens a little bit.
That was interesting.
Hey, I got the bow on your pair, so that was pretty cool. I got to bow with you this week. You left so many 7 pins.
Yes,
I was like, oh, you left 4 or 5 in a row.
Yes. It was 5 in a row, yeah.
And it's just pitches you think is going to carry like anywhere else is going to carry.
Yeah, the ball doesn't go through the pins the way that it usually would on wood pins, wood pins.
And these don't fly like they.
No.
They're supposed to fly more. I don't think they fly as much. Or I
don't think so either.
Rip 10s. I left 3 9 pins in one game.
Yeah.
Because the ball is just driving. There's no deflection. So I don't know, man.
Those
I don't know of anybody that likes twisted
You ever
pins,
held
though.
one of these? Feel that?
It's a little bit lighter than where you got the
regular pin.
Yeah, I have felt the regular
Here,
pin.
well, I'll get it.
Yeah. I was very surprised. I've never bowed on twister pins before.
That's the first time?
Yes, that was the first time.
It's crazy.
It's a little bit lighter to me.
And then go figure when I do.
Maybe. Not much. But they feel a lot different.
Just feel
you can feel the difference, definitely.
They feel a lot different.
This feels like garbage.
It feels weird. It does feel weird, though. It's a different texture.
Crazy. They say they're supposed to last a lot longer, and that's why proprietors are going to them.
Yeah.
But they hit different, and they sound different, too.
They do sound different.
And that, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Bowling's supposed to sound a certain way, man.
I don't think anybody likes the twister
Nobody
pins.
does. But everybody had to bowl. Everybody had trouble carrying.
Yeah.
So.
I heard Fernbow has them too, right?
Yeah.
Fernbow?
I'm not a fan of these. It don't mean I'm not gonna bowl somewhere that has them, but
Right.
I definitely prefer the old classic wood pins.
Well, you just can't expect a 300, 800, huh?
Yeah.
No,
Unless you're having a lucky day.
I got shot $2.99 yesterday.
I know.
Yeah.
I was
You
like,
know,
how'd he
it
do
seems
that?
light hits. It seems like from what I was observing, the light hits seem to carry better.
If you can get that good light hit.
If you can keep doing it.
Yeah, but then if you get a light hit and it's flat tin, then it's different.
Yeah.
So there's not much difference between that.
Right. There's usually so many 4.9s.
Yeah.
I see them all the time. So. I don't know, man.
I mean, it ain't just corner pins, though. You just leaving 9 pins and
4 pins.
everything. 4 pins.
It's just different. So,
Yeah.
We're going to have some fun with this one, though. We got some plans for this bad boy right here.
Yeah.
Somebody's ringing my door.
Sounds like we got a visitor upstairs.
This is uncut. They're going to have to wait.
Yep.
So it's all right. All right, bud, where are we at? 26 minutes?
26 minutes. So
all right, so let's get
rid
rid of this one. And, all right, bowlers, I think it's going to do it this week. Regina, thank you very much. Is there anything you'd like to say? You can say anything you want to your family or your friends or anybody out there that's watching. Any bowlers, anything you want to say, you're more welcome to say anything you want to here. We keep it real.
Well, I just want to give a shout out to everybody that's always supported me over these years. Everybody that's ever come to me and tell me encouraging words. I appreciate it, especially after everything I've been through with this accident and these injury and these surgeries and and this left-handed thing still a struggle every day. And I'm thankful that people are still believing in me and supporting me through that because it's rough.
Absolutely, you're well loved around here, so everybody's
I appreciate that too.
Yeah. Absolutely. So we're glad we could have you over here. You're our second guest ever. So we appreciate it a lot. Hey, y'all check out bowlingknights.com and check out our YouTube page. We got some more videos coming. We're working on some new stuff. We're always trying to think of something fun to do.
Right.
Bowling's fun, and
it is.
It is. Just get out there with your buddies and hang out. That's what we do. So, hey, just check those out and join the Real League Bowlers group on Facebook. We get in there and we just talk about anything bowling. You can check on local bowling tournaments and stuff around here. So, hey, check those out. And I think that's going to do it. Bud, you got anything else, brother?
That's it.
All right, bowlers. We'll see you next time.
Yep.
Later,
America.